What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we got some more goodies for the rammer. We got some Baja Design lights. Now, as you guys know, I already have the Baja Design little 20-inch in the grill, but what really bugs me is I got no lights in the back. So when we're hooking up, getting ready to go to the desert, you know, the reverse lights are just not enough. So what do you need? Whoppa! Some Baja Designs backup lights. Now I went with the fully floodlight because, you know, I'm trying to flood the entire area when I'm backing up. So I'm not looking for a spot, a combo, driving, nothing like that. And what's nice, it also comes with the bracket. So let's open this thing up over here real quick for you guys. Also, guys, big huge thank you and shout out to CJC Off-Road. They are the ones who sent me the Baja Designs lights and the brackets. So if you guys do want this set up, the lights and the brackets, tell him Eddie's Life sent you and he'll hook you up. All right, got the lights out. Looks like they're gonna be pretty easy, just plug and play. And also because I have the auxiliary switches, we're not even gonna have to use a lot of this wiring. Okay, here are the brackets. Here's, the harness. I don't think we're gonna need that. Probably not gonna need this either. Let's see, what do we got here? Yes, this we will need. So, well, I guess I'll open the directions, see what it says, and we'll get started. And before you guys ask me about the holes in the front, are they caps? How did you make it white? Believe it or not, guys, these, if you look closer, are not caps. It's actually tape that is, it's white tape that I just put in the inside. And how the color match is perfect is I took the touch-up for the body paint, and I just touched it up in there with the body paint, you know, touch-up paint you can get from the dealer. And the reason why it stays white and clean is because this whole front bumper is clear broad. You can see the seam right there. So all this is clear broad, so no dirt, nothing gets in here. Because I didn't like how it was just, you know, two big black holes sitting there. It looked horrible. But you get any white tape, and then you can get it from the dealer. It is right here. My color of my truck is just white, so nothing special about it. Bam, just like that. And you take this, and I just took the brush side, and you just brush it, you know, onto the tape, and you're done. All right, guys, so we've now unplugged here where the auxiliary is. I'll move my alligator clip out of the way. So we've unplugged it there. I've added the little pin in the number 4 spot, and I like to put some, you know, dielectric grease on it, just a little bit on this end and that end. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna plug this part back in so we can test for power. But this is now, and these come with the truck. So now this is going to be the power wire. So we'll plug it in, and then we'll test for power and start wiring everything up. And there will be this little like green little plug in those. So you just pop those. I just use some needle nose pliers. Pop these things right off, and you can put your pin right in. And also, guys, how I'm going to wire this is, so when I go, I'm gonna install these in the back. I'm going to take a power wire, and I'm going to take one power wire, go from the back. I'm going to bring it all the way up, following the wiring harness all the way up, hook it to here, and then I'm going to just take this and ground it somewhere in the back, and that's it. The wires are going to be hooked up. It's that easy. And that's what's nice about having the auxiliary switches. You don't have to use their wiring harness. This is already, it's got relays, you got fuses on your auxiliary switches, so it's safe, it's good to go. You know, if you're worried about shorts or anything like that, you don't have to worry about that. So now we're going to put the lights together, go hook these up in the back of the truck, and then we'll test them out. All right, guys, just like that. These brackets are on, so these are going to sit under the truck like that, and this will mount on the truck, and this is going to sit like this. Now, also, when you do put these in, because there's Loctite on these bolts, don't worry, you'll feel like you're stripping it. But you're not. It's just really, really hard to get on because the Loctite's dried up, but that's okay. You want that so these things don't come loose on you. Now, what I'm going to do here, since they're going to be sitting, you know, upside down like this, not like that, is I'm going to pop these Allens off and just flip this cover. So when it is sitting just like this, it's not going to be upside down. It'll be, the cover will be facing like this. You guys don't have to do it, but for me, it's going to bug the crap out of me, being that it's sitting like this and everything is upside down. So I got to change that real quick. And bam, guys, just like that. See how much better that looks? When it's hanging, you're going to be able to see it. I mean, look at that. You don't want to put something like this in your truck upside down. I mean, that's a no-no. All right, guys, now we're going to head into the wiring drawer. to get some wires right here. So we're gonna run, I'm gonna just run one since it's one wire. I'm gonna run one black wire because I understand black's ground, but you know, it's okay. In this situation, it's gonna be the power and you're not gonna see it. We're gonna run some 10 gauge, which is probably overkill. You can get away with 12 and 14, but I got a little thicker wire, so I'm gonna run some 10 for this. All right, guys, and bam. Look at that. See, this is why I usually have someone help me so I can record for you guys because I know it's hard to see. But I stuck it right here. And the brackets, they are specific for left and right. So you will have to pay attention to that. And you will know because, well, it will not work. But this is how it's supposed to look. Just like that. I stuck it all the way, or not all the way, but closest to the outside as I could, furthest apart. Because these are sort of a diffuse, so they will, you know, shoot out in a big circle. So further apart is always better. And you don't have to tighten it. I keep it loose just a little bit so I can still, you know, if I need to adjust this up or down, I can adjust it. Same goes, you know, with that side. It's done and hooked up. So now we're going to go run the wires. And how I'm running this, guy, same as the Duramax. I just run it through this rear part right here. I just put a little coat hanger right there, that little thing. And I fish it all the way through here. And there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Comes out the side. You're going to plug this in, and we'll zip tie it up here, and then take this, your power wire, take it all the way to the top, and then take this, and I'm going to just ground it to the back of the frame. And bam! There you go, guys. Look at that. They are done. I'll turn them on for you, but I will show you where I grounded it, how I wired it. It's pretty easy, you know, like I said, when you have the auxiliary switches. All right, so there they go. They just bolt like that, and then I just grounded it right there. So I did scrape the paint off, so make sure you guys scrape that paint off. And then just throw a little thing of spray paint on there so no rust or anything occurs. And then just ran the wiring to the following harness and ran it right up to the switch. See, just right there, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's it. Follow that where the train horn harness was. Ran it all the way up and up to the auxiliary. Oh, it's a nice tank right there. And that's it. Just ran it to there, plugged it in. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. I'll show you a little view of how bright they are. All right, guys, so this light right over here is from my garage. Now, I'm gonna turn the back lights on and this, you should see this whole mountain light up. There be light. And bam, just like that, guys, look at that. These things are insanely bright. They light everything up. I mean, look at this. This is just awesome. Look at that. It makes my trees look all nice and green and everything. And they even shoot all the way out to here. So they're very, and you can see the lights right there. So it's got a massive, you know, wide angle. And I mean, it's just gonna be nice to hook up the trailer, you know, not having to worry about, oh, it's too dark. So that was a problem I had. It was hooking that thing up sometimes at night. It's a pain in the butt when you have no light in the back at all. And for you guys that have been asking me about this Baja Design light, does it block anything, Eddie? Does it do anything temperature-wise? No, guys. This has not affected this truck temperature-wise at all. Trucks ran the same. It's ran great. I've never had any issues with that light being behind there. And for you guys asking me, Eddie, how you liking the tires? You know, I only drove them like 20 miles, and the truck's been parked here in the garage the whole time because I did the display and or did the eye dashes and then did the lights, and I'm still not going to drive it because we got more stuff coming from Banks tomorrow that I have to install. So I've been working on this thing the whole time. I haven't really driven on these tires yet. And that's why it's important, guys, to turn the face around because, well, I mean, look at that. It would have been upside down, and that wouldn't have looked good if they were both upside down like that. And for you guys wondering why this buggy's in here, well, we're taking the rack off. So this rack was on top of it, very heavy. Everything, this rack is just falling apart, broken. A lot of, I don't know, whoever did this or put this thing together on this car, all of these are broken off, lights are falling off. We're just getting rid of it completely. He does not want the rack anymore. So we took it off, and now we're replacing all these lights with some of the rigid pod lights over there. So we're gonna do rigids, all four up front. And debating on putting a light bar, but out in the desert, I mean, a light bar, man, it's kind of, I'm not gonna say useless, but when there's dust, you can't see anything when you turn that top light bar on. It looks like you're just riding in fog, and you're just completely blind, and you end up using, you know, only these lights. Same thing with my Can-Am. I never put a light bar on it because I couldn't see. I like the side lights way better than a light bar. And if you guys are wondering, you want to hook it to your reverse lights, you can do that also. I've chosen not to. I wanted to put them on a switch, not when I put it in reverse, because sometimes, you know, if someone's behind you, you might blind the heck out of them. So I just stuck them to my switch, but you guys can wire them to your reverse lights also. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to click subscribe. Peace.
Yeah.